A year ago, Acme Nashville closed its doors. They respected the pandemic and they shuttered their doors and stopped serving the food that we've come to love, like their hot chicken and their redneck lo mein and, of course, their sushi. But yesterday, April Fool's Day 2021, Tom Morales, the best restaurateur in Nashville, said, "We open our doors and we welcome Nashville back. Follow the protocol, follow the rules, but we're back with redneck lo mein and sushi and hot chicken and, of course, the Music City Toppers and all the great music you've come to see and hear and love at Acme. Acme Radio is full blast, and so are some of the artists that you will see. And what is so exciting, they brought back not only their staff, but they've hired on extra. Acme Nashville is back."
I'm taking care of business. Woman, can't you see? I gotta make it for you, and I gotta make it for me. Don't wanna make it feel like I'm neglecting you. All I spend more time. I got so many things to do. Oh, I got work to do. I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I got work to do. I got work to do. When I'm out here trying to make it, woman, can't you see? Oh, it takes a lot of money. Let's talk truthfully. Keep your lights burning, ooh, and hot food out on the plate. You might as well get used to me coming home a little late. Oh, I got work to do. I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I got work to do, yeah. I got work to do, yeah.
In that thick smoke and the music is the only kind of life you'll ever understand. In that thick smoke and the music, you'll never make a wife to a home-loving man.
Did you know that Main Street Nashville is live? With the Main Street Nashville e-edition, you can read online in its true printed format from anywhere in the whole world. It's all packaged in an easy-to-use digital format that puts you back in control. Main Street Nashville is a simple new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, and read whenever and wherever you want. All you have to do is subscribe by visiting mainstreetnash.com and clicking the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It's so easy.
It was out of the way on the other side of town. It was getting real late, but I couldn't resist myself. the moving on. Yeah, it's selfish, but you force me to decide, and I can't help it if I doubt myself sometimes. So I drove by your house last night just to see if the lights were on, and I'm sorry 'cause I just lied. I was hoping you'd be alone, but I saw a car in your drive, didn't recognize any silhouette that I never met. I know I ended it, so what did I expect? Oh, and I drove by your house last night. I don't regret anything I did. Seeing this kind of seal the deal again. 'Cause when I drove by your house last night just to see if the lights were on, I thought that I might stop by. I was hoping to be alone, but I saw a car in your drive, didn't recognize any silhouette that I never met. I know I ended it, so what did I expect? Oh, and I drove by your house. Hey, I picture you come running out, chasing down my taillight. You call my name and then I put it in park, a kiss in the dark. But I drove by, and I drove by, and I drove by.
Yeah, it's a fun new challenge. It's great to be back.
I've just always enjoyed Concord racetracks, so I'm glad that we have another one now.
It's a really, really good day for our city and really for our state and for this racetrack.
We've got to get back to a lot of the things that made this sport what race fans love about it, and Nashville is that perfect place, that perfect blend.
We're focused on getting this track ready to meet and exceed the expectations of our fans who deserve to have a Cup Series race here. We'll have an opportunity to do that Father's Day weekend when they come on out here.
Hi, T.G. Shepard here.
And Kelly Lang.
We have a dear friend who is in such trouble. He has been diagnosed with throat cancer. Our dear friend is Buddy Hyatt, who we have sat beside so many times in the studio and recorded our music, along with people that he's worked with, like the Bellamys and Johnny Lee, so many people. He's in trouble, and we want to help him with a GoFundMe account.
You know, years ago, I went through breast cancer myself, and one of the major things that I was most concerned about, on top of my health issues, was how I was going to pay my bills. And I don't want him to deal with that kind of stress. And I was very, very appreciative of people that did step up and help, and I want to be that person and pay that forward. Anybody out there that knows what cancer does and the treatments they go through, they know it's very, very expensive. And I just am challenging you and asking you to please help us help Buddy by offsetting this big financial cost that's going to go through.
He's going through treatment now. So if you'll take a moment to go to the GoFundMe accounts that Kelly has put together, we would deeply appreciate it, and give whatever you can to help Buddy in any way you can. We're praying for a complete healing. If you can't give money, at least say a prayer for our friend Buddy Hyde.
And we thank you ahead of time.
This weekend, the news that the historic Exit Inn on Elliston Place had been sold rocketed through social media. It has apparently been purchased by AJ Capital, the same group behind some really great new Nashville establishments like the Graduate Hotel and the renovation and repurpose of the historic May Hosiery Mill in Wedgwood, Houston. Chris Cobb, the owner of Exit Inn, partnered with Grubbs Properties to buy the building, made an offer of the asking price, but was informed another company had offered more. In the meantime, there's a GoFundMe that Chris has set up to buy the place, not going down without a fight. His Save the Rock Block campaign has always been his banner. But let's share a little about the history of this club. It's been serving the alternative, rock, and other than songwriter country formats in this town since 1971. Well, you don't have to look far for the history because it's literally written on the wall, with names of acts that include Jimmy Buffett, who played their opening night show, to Steve Martin, writing about Exit Inn in his memoir. Even the famous Sting wore an Exit Inn t-shirt on the cover of Zenyatta Mondatta by the Police. Etta James, Johnny Cash, Linda Ronstadt, Talking Heads, Billy Joel, Muddy Waters, Leonard Cohen, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Willie Nelson, Chuck Berry, Sharon Jones, Kings of Leon, Lucinda Williams, the Allman Brothers, Cage the Elephant, R.E.M., so many more. I can remember every show I saw there. The showcase where Montgomery Gentry got offered their record deal, Roseanne Cash, the Bodines, and the return of Tanya Tucker to launch her Grammy Award-winning album in 2019. It was grungy and it was cool, and there is literally music in the walls. There are a few clubs in this world with a history like the Exit Inn, and like other historic venues, it's in danger of disappearing. This year has been so hard on venues, shuttered for an entire year. We lost another very important venue because of that, Douglas Corner, last year. What can we do? Well, the first thing is to be aware. The music makers of Music City would have nowhere to make that music if it weren't for the venues that give them a voice and a place to play. And they have, at the Exit Inn, for over 50 years. Tayla Lynn sings Loretta Lynn, a brand new album from Heart of Texas Records featuring Tayla Lynn, Loretta Lynn's granddaughter, with special guests Patsy Lynn, Tony Booth, and of course the coal miner's daughter herself. But when you listen to Tayla Lynn's story, you'll realize she's not just singing Loretta Lynn's life and Loretta Lynn's music, she's lived the songs.
I'm Tayla. I am from Franklin, Tennessee, but I now live on the Loretta Lynn branch. I sing and tour, and we also have a farm and cows and horses and 2 kids, 2 sons. Scout is 2 and True is 5. And I'm married to my husband, John Cody. Mom got married when I was 7 years old to a man that she had known for a week, and he had just gotten out of jail. And the night that they got married, he punted me, kicked me down the hall. And I remember I fell into my lamp, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what has just happened? Like, this is the start of something.
Mommy had me a woman, handed up my man. She said, take care of your family, learn to farm the land. She put the song in my soul, and the Lord in my life. She's the strong in my heart, she's the blue in my eyes.
I graduated high school, and I moved in with my other grandmother, Loretta. My grandfather had died, and so she and I moved to her house in Nashville. And I learned how to use her name. So that's where all the drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, and it all went together, always. And so I lived fast and I went hard, just as it was insanity. In 2004, weighed 82 pounds and had been to 7 rehabs. And somebody shared with me, if you'll just hit your knees and ask God for help, He will help you. So I went to a little chapel at Cumberland Heights, and I hit my knees, and I just said, I want to be through. I want to be done, God. Please help me. And it was lifted. But after I'd been sober for 8 years, I had my first son, True. And during the C-section, I got Wknd. I took the Wknd like I was supposed to. But a couple months later, they wanted to put me on Adderall. And one Adderall led to one Adderall 3 times a day to 6, 12 times a day. And I ended up moving to Seattle with my husband. And I would sit alone in that house in Seattle and take those Adderall and breastfeed my baby over and over and over again. And I would text with another man all day. I said I'd always known God, and I had, and I always knew He was there, but you push Him away. Like, I can remember thinking, He can't see this. If I won't talk to Him, then He can't see what I'm doing. But then one day my husband found all the texts, found everything I'd been doing. And the game was up, and I had to go back to rehab and leave my 10-month-old son and wake up and go, oh my God, what have I been doing? What have I been doing? When I think about who I want my boys to marry, I want to be that woman that sets the example for what I want them to have. When I lay down at night and I haven't lied, I haven't cheated, I maybe spent too much money at Target, but my gosh, it doesn't get any better than that.
I am a person in recovery from drugs and alcohol abuse. I've been sober a little over 7 years, and I am a grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. I can remember sitting in the chapel there and talking to one of the sponsors, and I said, I'm just so excited. Like, I haven't felt like this in so long. And she said, Tayla, do you think the word that you're feeling is hope?
You've come to tell me something you say I ought to know, that he don't love me anymore and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you could buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. Well, I don't know where that leads you, oh, but I know where I stand. And you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you can buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'll have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man. Yo! The coal miners and Shelley Fairchild, thank y'all so much. Bye, Mima.
We love you, Tayla. Follow her on Insta.
Good evening. It is Saturday night in Brady, Texas, and it is my first record release party, and I'm so excited to be sharing this night with Devin O'Day and her people. We cannot wait to see you in Nashville, so you better show up. Texas is showing up big time, so you better match from Nashville.
But a lot of people adopted animals during the quarantine when they were home every day. And oh my gosh, it was just a love affair. And then they had to go back to work. And then all of a sudden, Fido is doing something that he's never done before. He's getting all destructive. Guess what? It's not because he's a bad dog. He's a bored dog. I wanted to introduce you to a place, and the owner is standing in our waiting room.
I'll be right here next to you. As long as the world keeps spinning around, let the skies turn black or blue. No matter what comes, I won't ever let you down. The ocean goes, and strong as the tide. My love never fades away. I'll stay right by your side. Tomorrow can bring whatever comes, and I'll be here the same. If ever you're feeling all alone, just call my name. I'll be right here next to you. As long as the world keeps spinning around, let the skies turn black or blue. No matter what comes, I won't ever let you down.
And HoundsTown is in Nashville.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
So excited. Now you're new to Nashville.
And we've been continuously just building, meeting a lot of nice folks and the dogs, and I just love to serve the community. So it's been a fantastic experience thus far.
As people find you, the cool thing about your location, if someone, especially if they work on the east side, they go into town, go to work, they go right by HoundsTown.
Absolutely. We are located at 288 Hermitage Avenue, Suite C. So we're in the back off of Hermitage. Hermitage essentially is First Avenue. So we are a mile from Korean Veterans and First Avenue, heading to the east along the river, and then an easy commute in from Donaldson as well on Lebanon, which turns into Hermitage.
There are a lot of people who have bigger dogs and they have not been welcomed at other doggy daycares.
We don't discriminate based on breeds. It's all about the temperament test. The temperament test is a predictor of how they will act in the facility. We group the dogs by temperament, size, and energy level. So that is our number one philosophy, is grouping the dogs, making sure that they're safe. Cleanliness, number two. But if you can group the dogs, let them thrive in their natural pack environment, then you'd be surprised. All groups of dogs and breeds get along really well throughout the day.
I have talked to dog trainers, and I will tell you personal experience. When I had my pet sitting business was in a bedroom community of Nashville. People couldn't come home in the middle of the day. So I PP'd a lot of dogs. But it wasn't just about the going out to the bathroom. It's about the playtime. Interaction and social helps them not be destructive.
That's correct. That's correct. They, especially during COVID, a lot of owners come in and say, my dog is at home. I can't work. I can't leave him. He's driving me crazy. They come in, they play all day. We monitor them. They interact. We even switch them up with the different groups. So by the time they come home, all that nervous energy is out. They come home, they sleep like a baby, and then they're excited to come back again. So it's just a great, great thing for the owners.
Now, you're fairly new since November. Do you have any career openings? Are there people that, you know, our world now is a place where jobs, you know, everybody's looking for a job.
Yes. We are currently staffing now. We start at kennel attendants, and we have opportunities for supervisors, shift leads, all the way up to a general manager. So as we continue to build, we are hiring currently. So we have kennel attendant positions available now that we're looking for good, dependable staff.
I may go apply because I just think it looks like the most fun job in the world. Do you do long-term boarding as well? Do you, if somebody's going to go on vacation?
Yes. We have 7,200 square feet. We have 35 overnight kennels, 14 of them are suites that will allow double occupancy. We have 5 huge playrooms. We have a spa room where you can get the baths, the pampering. We even have a pet taxi.
It just looks so much fun. It just looks so much fun. How do people get in touch with you? How do people make reservations? And if you just want to come in just for grooming, I mean, that's an option as well.
Absolutely. Once you come in, we will temperament test. You bring in your current vaccinations. Once you're in the system for daycare, boarding, grooming, anything, you can just come continuously. So you can come for just a grooming. We would have that available in our spa room. In terms of finding us, we're again at 288 Hermitage Avenue. HoundsTown Nashville, or HoundsTownUSA.com, Nashville, and then 615-880-8696, which is 615-880-TOWN, TOWN. So easy to remember.
That is easy to remember. My got a little mixed breed. Some might call him a pibble. And he is precious, and he loves all dogs. He loves all cats. And what I love is that you showed that those precious ones that are temperament tested fit in perfectly and love to play. And
they absolutely do. Yes, it's been a great experience. Like I said, we see dogs, everything from the little, you know, such and such poos all the way up to the big Great Danes. We got everything in between.
And you don't put them in together. That's what I love.
Absolutely not. Yes. Temperament by size, energy level, and we really monitor throughout the day. So we want them to have the best overall pack and daycare and play experience. Dogs that are in overnight boarding are integrated with daycare during the day. So it's a full-blown interactive experience for all dogs.
I absolutely love it. Well, Jeff, how long have you been in Nashville? Did you come here just for the business, or were you already here?
No, I was here prior. I've been here 7.5 years, from the Midwest originally, Indianapolis.
So you know the area now, and what is the joyful comment that you get from people who bring their dogs?
The joyful comment is he's so excited to come. When we pull up, he's banging at the window. He comes in running. He forgets all about me, the owner, because he loves it so much. And I get that comment all the time that he cannot wait to come back. He or she cannot wait to come back. And that just warms my heart, the fact that they love it so much that the owners can trust and have, you know, just a great feeling that their dog is getting the best experience. They pick them up, they know they're tired, and they're ready to come back again. So that to me is, again, the most rewarding that I can offer that experience for the pet owner.
Well, I encourage everybody to follow on Instagram and on Facebook, HoundsTown Nashville. Thank you so much, Jeff, for your time. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The colors are perfect.
Yes, the electric lime and the vibrant blue, you can't miss it. The whole facility is basked in those colors, so it's very, very cheerful.
I love it.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, Jeff. Whether it's doggy daycare, whether it's long-term vacation boarding, whether it's a pamper and play spa day, HoundsTown Nashville on Hermitage Avenue in downtown Nashville, the place your dog will want to come back to again and again.
It was an uncomfortable moment. I was like, I promise it gets better. Hold on. There's a redeeming quality. Well, I woke up a pounding
head with a bottle laying in bed. That wasn't the part. There was a little bit left, so I picked it up and I killed the rest. Yeah. Oh, I know I'm going to heaven, but I can't go with me like this. I need to pull myself together before then, knowing I ain't afraid of dying, but what scares me to death is meeting Jesus with whiskey on my breath. I lost her and all my friends, broke all but one of my Lord's 10. But Jesus died for all of my sins. That's how I know that I'm getting in. Oh, I know I'm going to heaven, but I can't go with me like this. I need to pull myself together before then, knowing I ain't afraid of dying, but what scares me to death is meeting Jesus with whiskey on my breath. Are these other mics on? Casey Town, Matt Rogers, let's go! Oh, I know I'm going to heaven, but I can't go with me like this. I need to pull myself together before then, knowing I ain't afraid of dying, but what scares me to death is meeting Jesus with whiskey on my breath. It's meeting Jesus with whiskey